Way too many faces in the crowd, but I think that I see you. One too many days got me changing up the way that I need you. Now we're both at a bar, acting like it's not hard, trying to feel something different. Talk to somebody new, kinda wish it was you, kinda numb to the feeling. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months and I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Now that you're gone, I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Laying on my floor, thinking about all the things that we've been through. From 24/7 to pretending like I never met you. No, it's all for the best, 'cause I know we're a mess every time we're together. Going out of my mind, and I wish I could lie, tell you that it gets better. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months where I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. I was thinking that maybe when you get back, you could come with me. Fuck work, fall in love right now, and spend all our money. Jump with me. Jump with me. I've been feeling it buzzing in my fingertips. Wanna try you out. Get lost, get far away, and do what we wanna do now. Jump with me. Jump with me. And I know the odds are always stacked against us. Even though we're young and trying to die. Baby, don't get no. And I know, da 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 da. Ooh, 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 ooh,
Happy Wednesday, everybody. How we doing? Good to see you all. Lots of familiar faces in the chat. Say hello if you're watching. Even if you're new, introduce yourselves. It's great to see you. I'm Myles Dyer. This is Myles Dyer Live. I host here every single Wednesday. This time, so wherever you are in the world right now, note down that time. That's when I'm here. Or what's easier is you can subscribe, ring the bell, and it will notify you every time that I go live. And yeah, this is Myles Dyer Live, where we just hang out. We talked about this last week, about how people describe it. Everyone's like, it's just a feel-good atmosphere. Lots of great chat. And, you know, sometimes we talk about serious issues like world events or mental health and well-being or life hacks, as we're going to get to in a bit later. And sometimes we just kick back and have some fun with, I'm going to say it again, quizzes, which are long overdue. We're just talking about movies, laughing at me playing horror games in virtual reality, all sorts. But yeah, it's great. And of course, yeah, smash the likey button. Lots of talk about chicken nuggets in the build-up, which was quite interesting. But yeah, how is everyone doing? Canuck, I will have to get the clip that, like 15 years ago, when I used to do my vlogs in series, there were like 6 episode series, and I think it was for series 2 or 3. he had his clown puppet that was so cute, but then had a really evil laugh. And he did Dancing Queen by ABBA, but instead of singing the song, it was Mouse, Mouse, Mouse. See, I sound completely mental right now trying to describe it, which is why I'm going to have to dig up the footage. And even if I get a copyright strike, it will be worth it because it was absolutely joyous. But yeah. Who is... Oh, yes. Yeah, she's been commenting loads. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm like, wow, there's a lot of comments. But I think it's because she watches on replay these live shows and then is like commenting as the video's going along. So, yeah, if you can't be here, why not do your own live chat afterwards? It works. I just want to say a big shout out to Cali Time Cat, to Blizz, Canuck Tunes, Karina, Mojo, Saywen, Mark. Mark, I've got you a very special gift. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but basically, well, all I'll say is just come up with a fun joke. Oh, he's done it again, hasn't he? He has done it again. He is gifted a membership. Now, who is going to claim it this time? Chris in the Purple House is now a member. Oh my goodness. Oh, it actually does say in the chat now as well. That's cool. Mark. Love you, buddy. Literally, eventually I'm going to have an army of like 1,000 members and it's all going to be from Mark's bank account. No. Don't have a look on Instagram. Don't spoil it. Just come up, just type a joke in the chat now. We did talk about this, I think, 2 weeks ago, and I made notes of it. And then as I was preparing for this show, I was like, I'm definitely going to have to get it ready. I don't think that's the joke. I love you too, Mark. Really, no, honestly, your support and everyone's support. You know, it's not just about whether you can become a member. And of course, if you do become a member, you unlock all these cool emojis. And this week, we see a lot of people with their member banners getting an upgrade to bronze, which is good to see. You get all the emojis that everyone loves using. And it just supports me a lot. Is that right? Is that how it works? Is that on YouTube? Right. I know Mark's getting a joke ready. Maybe commenters after the event could add the time of where they are in the show. Yeah, that's true. But some people aren't that sophisticated in terms of understanding like that mechanics. I think it's actually quite well, it's not a complicated mechanic, but it's one that unless you're shown it, a lot of people don't realise it. I mean, the whole timestamp thing is pretty impressive, which I have to give a big shout out to. Cali Time Cat does them for every single episode, and I do need to play catch up because it has been so remarkably busy. And here we go, guys. We ready? Because Mark has just done it. So he says, I was really confused when my printer started playing music. Turns out the paper was jamming. There we go. That sound effect I got was just for Mark. So, or to be honest, whenever someone tells a joke, I will be at the ready with that. So yeah, and yes, go Callie. This is it. And I'm glad Karina found it funny. Yeah. Right. Before we get to the main topic of the conversation, and I'm glad Mark liked it. Really glad you liked it, dude. There is a poll in the chat at the moment, which is, how good are you at time management? And there's 3 answers you can go for. You can vote for brilliant. I'm a time lord at work. Are you just really good at time management? You're totally over it. You're over everything. You can just get things sorted. You're a pro. Second is, I have good days and bad days. That is, you know, some days you feel quite organised. Other days, it's just complete and utter chaos. And then there's, wait, where did all that time go? Is it that, you know, time management is just something that you just have no grasp of? Things are just completely chaotic. Have a go in the chat, and also hit that like button if you haven't already, and of course please do subscribe. I just want to give a huge shout out to Beetle Greg with the £2 super chat. I call my pet Newt Tiny because he's my Newt. Was that delayed? I don't even know if that was a joke. I am so slow. Oh my good. There we go. Minute, I get it. Minute. It's because I poorly delivered it. Minute is amazing, actually. I will have to remember that one. We're going to have to just do a booklet of Myles Dyer live jokes, right? Hey, Mark, good to see you here. How you doing? Minute is a very, very adorable joke. Right. Okay, so we are going to get to the main topic of the conversation. This was something called time blocking. I knew of it for a couple of years now, and I'll give some context with a story behind that. But then I looked into it, and I've started implementing it in my own way, and it's made a world of difference. Now, different things work for different people, and so if you have your own time management tips that you can share today, hold on to them, and we will get to them a bit later. So, as I do at the start of the show, I always like to go through updates. And so the first update, well, I always want to go through this first, which is if you like the music you hear at the start of the show and you're always like, I want to hear more of it. I know Mojo was really saying, actually, I think a few of you said how upbeat it is. When I'm setting up the show, I usually play this playlist because it's just feel-good music that just gets me pumped and just gets me into a really good mood, which is important if you're going to be on camera for an hour. And as I'm doing this, I already understand how much better I'm feeling today. I went out for a walk. It wasn't that tough on me. For those that don't know, I had COVID about 3-4 weeks ago, and it's still, I've still got a lot of post-COVID symptoms. I've got an annoying cough, and my nose is actually a bit more cleared up, but my smell is coming back. I'm holding this up because, wow, it is raining heavy outside. We've got a storm. My sense of smell. My smell is coming back. Yeah, I smell really bad now. You've got great taste, Myles. Thank you so much for sharing all your awesome Schemata Theory music and all your amazing playlists. Well, for the playlist, this is it. Myles Dyer live music. You can either search Myles Dyer live music or me on Spotify, or you can scan that QR code or actually screen grab it if you're watching this on your phone. All the music is there, and I add to it every week that I add new music to the playlist. This week, no new music was added, but that's because we had a lot of tunes that I felt, you know what, we need to revisit them again. So that was that. And for those of you that are wondering about this show, it is every single Wednesday and the last Wednesday of every month. We do a Q&A. And look, you can see some familiar faces in the chat. You can see all your time zones there. And then on Fridays, I host PlayStation VR Without Parole on a different YouTube channel, but it is featured on my channel. So be sure to check that out. Kay says, did you hear the sense of smell might be used to detect Parkinson's? That was on the news this morning. It was. I believe a woman had like some strong sense of smell, and she could smell her late husband's odor was changing, like before he then got diagnosed with Parkinson's. I mean, you hear these stories about dogs that can detect cancer, which is just absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we still don't know about. And yeah, there we go. Glad you like the music. Cool. Amazon Music. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone's got to choose it. I've been on Spotify just for the longest possible time, and I love the algorithms that are used to... They have like something called Super Shuffle now, which is when you listen to a playlist and you shuffle it, it starts throwing in new music that fits in with that playlist, which is really, really cool. But anyway, something... Yeah, look, I'm really, really glad, Mark, to see the positivity grow as this channel grows. And I was actually looking at the stats just before the show. And this show is growing. Like, it is growing week on week. And I'm just incredibly grateful. I spoke a lot about it last week, and I'm really, really grateful for all of you who tune in. Even if you're someone who doesn't say a thing in the chat, it's totally fine. The fact, you know, you decide to spend some of your time to hang out with me in the chat is really, really great. Yeah, Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Have you noticed that I've got a new animation now? So when your chats come up, they go up. I don't know if they actually go back down again afterwards or if they just disappear. We'll find out. I haven't been paying attention to the end of the animation. I keep looking at what Mark's chat's going to do now. I think it's 15 seconds and then it will disappear or will it go down? It goes down. Beautiful. I like that. I like that a lot. So, okay. The last week has been absolutely ridiculous, everyone. I think I might have mentioned what was going on, but I had the show last Wednesday. Thursday night, I had band practice. And then Friday, I was in London in a studio recording videos for work. And I had a auto cue or a teleprompter. And I had written 55 video scripts because I had a studio for the day with a crew. And I wanted to make the most of the time. And I thought I'd rather have too many scripts than not enough. We got through all 55 scripts. It was 60 pages. Some of the scripts were like 15 seconds long. Most of them were 1 minute long. There were some that were 2.5, 3.5 minutes. It was 5 hours. It did take a lunch break, did take a few breaks here and there. But it really built my confidence and made me realise that perhaps I'm better at presenting than what I give myself credit for. And that was considering I was really burnt out at that point because it had been a really busy week. And yeah, here's some footage. So on the left, Ideal Insight, the film company, shared it, saying, pleasure to film with Myles Dyer from CyberSafe, cybersecurity expert. I love it that they call me that. I mean, look, I'm getting there, but I'm 5 months into the job and I've still got a lot to learn from the brilliant people I work with. And naturally talented presenter. I'll take that. And on the right, I got them to take a photo of me lying on the floor after I'd done it all. And my colleague Joe, my boss, said, what happened to Myles? Maybe we'll find out next week, which is this week. And I actually received all the video files. It's over 900 gigabytes. Absolutely ridiculous. So I've now got to edit them. And I know some people have been editing the green screen on the right one. I saw a photo of me in the woods with a bear attacking me, which was hilarious. Yeah, I can't even comprehend it either. The crew I was with were shocked. They go, normally people go in there and do 6, maybe 6, 7 scripts. The fact I did 55. Because literally I'd be in the room going down the auto cue, and if it's going a bit fast, I'd just say, hey, can you move it up again? And I would just keep the flow going. A lot of them I had to do in a single take. Now, the joke I keep making is at least one of these videos will be usable. I haven't started editing them yet, and hopefully some of it will be good. Yeah, there was a lot of fulfillment, except for the fact I was already burnt out, and then I had to get home. I ate. I had a half an hour nap, and then it was time for PlayStation VR Without Parole that I host on a Friday at 11 o'clock at night. Normally it's between an hour to an hour and a half. This was a 2-hour episode. So after doing 5 hours in the studio, I then did 2 hours at night. And then on Saturday, it was the top 50 PlayStation virtual reality games debate with 5 of us. And we started at 4 o'clock in the evening, and it ended at 11:30 at night. I left at 11 to go to a wedding reception that I was late for. And if we look here, look how many hours it was. So I was there for 7 of them, maybe 7 hours, 10 minutes. So we actually did a 7-hour, 10-minute stream. We did have we had 2 breaks. I think we had 2 breaks. I'm going to say we had 2 breaks in it. But as someone who's done Stickade 24-hour live shows, it kind of brought back some memories. But yeah, that was after, a brutal Friday. So yeah, Sunday, I did sleep a lot on Sunday and rested a lot. I still need some downtime. And a wedding reception after that, shut the front door, you have some... No, I had no energy. Jamie and Anna, who I know, I was meant to be going to their wedding reception. It started at 6 o'clock in the evening with this show. This show was meant to happen the previous Saturday, but I had to we had to delay it because of my COVID symptoms. And so my plan was, okay, we start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, probably finish after 4 or 5 hours. So I'll get to the wedding reception for like 8, 9 o'clock. Obviously it went on for longer, and I was like, I'm not going to miss it. So I showed up, half an hour before it ended, but I still got to spend like an hour with everyone. And showing your face, even if it's for a small amount of time, is really, really important. And it was a really good evening. So it has been very, very difficult of a week. The fact I'm feeling good now, I think it's just because I've been sleeping well. The temperature's cooled. We've had a lot of rain. And it's been very, very full on. But the other two things I want to quickly mention before we get onto the main topic of the show and look at the poll results. So if you haven't voted in the poll already, please do. Is this. My website, mylesdyer.com, is now offline, under construction. And do you know what it is? Firstly, there's a lot of sections on here which kind of are becoming obsolete. So consultancy I don't do anymore because I'm no longer freelance. My music is on there. This is actually an old image. But my band is obviously coming to an end, as many of you know. Schemata Theory, the band I'm in, we have one final show on the 28th of October. It's going to be our final show after 10 years, and then we're calling it a day. So if you want tickets, please go to schematatheory.com and get your tickets. That's where you can get them. The website is down. And the reason it's down is I use Squarespace, which is an amazing website for designing and making things look great. But it costs like $15 to $19 a month. I think it might be like $14 actually. And it adds up. If you're paying that every month for a website that might not be getting a lot of traffic, it's just there as a landing page. And I'm not updating it, so I'm not using the features. I've decided that, it's not worth it. However, I found some really cool websites. I think there's one called Card, which is like CARRDD. And it does those like splash pages where it has all your social links, but you can do ones where you go down. And to use their website, it's like this is where I got the 19 from. Their website is $19 a year. So that's going to be a huge saving. And that means I'm just going to be able to save more money and invest it elsewhere into this live show and that. So, my website is down this weekend. I'm going to maybe work on it. If not, maybe the week after. Mark says, turning up a wedding at that time, did you have anyone get into the back seat thinking their taxi had arrived? I actually was the taxi for a few people just down the road. But I'm always happy to give people a lift. That was nutty. I was there the whole time for the top 50 PSVR without parole stream. You were really squeezed on time. I was literally changing for the wedding thing with moments to go. Okay, you use Card for your music. It's free too for the first 2 pages you make. That's great. Yeah, but if you want to use a custom URL, which I've got, I think you have to pay for that, or I could be mistaken. I'm feeling even more sad this week than last week that Schemata Theory is finishing. Yeah, it is dawning on us. But we had a practice, and it's sounding really, really good. We're going to be playing for about an hour on our final show. And there's not a lot of stopping time because we're going to be tight for time. We'd rather play more music. So it's going to absolutely fly. Also, I really struggled at band practice just because of post-COVID. But yeah. People use LinkedIn a lot these days. Think you can do a lot via their creators mode. Not sure if it's free though. Worth checking out. Yeah, that's good. Definitely up for tips there. So thank you very, very much. The final thing I'll mention before we get to the main topic is I have a special video for us to play. Luria, who runs Live Streaming Pros, an amazing human being, incredibly positive. I discovered during the pandemic, and she actually inspired me to really give this live streaming a go. I mean, I've done live streaming on and off for about 17 years now, but in terms of making a studio using Ecamm, this broadcast software, she's really inspired me a lot. And I'm actually a member of her YouTube channel, so I'm always making small donations, doing super chats. But I've actually just signed up for her Accelerator Growth Program, which it's not overly pricey, but it's not cheap either. But it's something I wanted to invest in because even as someone who works in marketing, reviewing your own content and strategy can be very difficult. You sometimes need other people looking in. And as someone who has worked in the live streaming industry for many years and is an S rank expert in the field, I'm really excited. And so I start the course from tomorrow. And actually on her live show on Friday, on Friday shows, she reviews people's studios if you submit them. And I actually submitted mine, and she reviewed this show last Friday as I was coming back from London from that studio. So I was like, oh no, now she's reviewing it. And I had it on my phone, and I didn't have earphones, so I was like holding the speakers to my ear, and I could sort of hear a few things. So I texted and said, I am going to check this out later. I haven't actually watched it yet, so I thought, let's save it for this show. So before the end of today, we're going to do this kind of Inception thing where we are going to watch Luria watch us and see what feedback she gives. And from my understanding, she is critical on things, and that's exactly what I want. I want to improve this setup, and there's a couple of things that I think she mentions in it that I probably have already fixed, because the episode they reviewed was of when I was talking about dealing with COVID. So there's that. Yeah, Luria is spelled Luria. So yeah, much love to her. Yeah. I'm going to play it on here, but I can link the video afterwards so you can actually check it on her channel as well. Absolutely. Right. With that said, I think it's time to... Wow, we're getting famous. Yeah. Right, we're going to talk about the main topic of the show. We're getting famous. We are. Yeah, it's a great name. I love it. Well, actually, one other bit. Actually, no, I'll tell this bit of trivia later. Let's save it for that. So today we are talking about time blocking. Okay. Who knows about time blocking? And while we do that, I'm just going to end the poll and see what the results are. Finding out about how people feel about time management. Here we are. I was asking, how good are you at time management? 60% said, I have good days and bad days. I would fit myself into that category. 8% says, brilliant, I'm a time lord at work. So I hope that you'll be giving us lots and lots of tips during this. And wait, where did all that time go? 30%. So 30% of you really struggle with it. Thank you everyone who voted. I would say that, if you want some tips, stick around. If you have them, put tip in capital letters and then put your tip for time management, and I will favorite it, and then I'll save it after the segment that I'm doing here about time blocking. So, time blocking. I first thought about this when I heard that Elon Musk, I didn't know it was called time blocking at the time, but Elon Musk plans his days in 5-minute segments. Now, I did a little bit of research into how he does it, and I couldn't find anything, but I have two conclusions. One is he's an incredibly rich man. He probably has people that does it for him. And secondly, he probably has a really great AI system that he's able to say, here are all the tasks that I have, and then it organizes his day accordingly. Now, time blocking is the process where you basically take your entire day, like a calendar, and you can do it in a Google Calendar or something like that, and you split it up into segments. He does it into 5-minute segments. I do it in 15-minute segments, and I'm going to take you through my process in a moment. But it could be in 1-hour segments. For me, that's a bit too long, because I know that when it comes to doing tasks, I remember when I did psychology at university, this is irony 101, I was in a lecture about attention, how we pay attention. And we were talking about how the optimal duration of, learning something or paying attention to something is about 20 minutes. and then you should take a break, and then do 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break. This was during a 2-hour lecture that had a 5-minute break in the middle. I just have always remembered that all these years later, that, you know, they're preaching about the science, but actually, you know, the way that things are doesn't really stick with that. So, yeah. Jody says, begging you to come put that psychology degree to use. I do use it in use, but in other ways, in marketing and things like that. Just having a look here. You have mandatory breaks, luckily. See, I always remember hearing that air traffic controllers, that they work in really short... I heard, and I actually did look it up and I couldn't find any evidence for this, but I once heard they worked in like 20-minute shifts, because you have, in like the busiest airports, because you have to be so focused and it's so intense that you have to be really, really on it. But yeah, I know somebody who interned at Tesla years ago, and her desk had a view of his computer. She said he just looks at memes and cat videos all day and would show up visibly high. That's hilarious. This is all allegedly. Please don't sue me, Elon Musk. Oh wait, what's this? I just saw a joke. Indeed, Elon is infuriated. I'm gonna never get sick of of that sound effect. To Bliss says, wait, bingo. We can't work more than 5 hours 20 in an 8-hour shift. I want you to elaborate on that. Oh, I missed Mark's joke. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Tesla founder Elon Musk is originally from South Africa, which is strange. You'd think he was from Madagascar. Yeah, I love this. I should get this sound effect for when I do PSVR Vault Pro live, because I always irritate. But I can't. Actually, I could do it. I could feed in the sound effects, because Brian takes a feed from me that I use via GarageBand. So he would only get increasingly depressed with me if I were to do that. Karina says, I almost have to block calendar at work, otherwise getting meetings put in, like the fact I don't have time blocked out means that I'm not doing anything. Pet peeves. Yeah, I mean, look, if you've got people that are going to be sending you requests, I know that on Google it has like focus times. You can do like out of office and focus time. Where I work on Wednesdays, it's no meeting Wednesdays. We do still get meetings coming in, so I have it blocked out despite that, and it says no meetings, and it just gives you a bit more power and say, and so yeah, that's really, really, really important. Okay, so time blocking is splitting up your day into whatever segments you want. You then take all of your tasks and then you just start putting them into those blocks. Now, if you're doing 5-minute blocks, some tasks are going to take 20 minutes, in which case you fill up 4 blocks. But by breaking it down, you might actually say, well, in this 5 minutes, I'll do that part of it. In this 5 minutes, I'll do that part of it. But the other thing you have to allow for is flexibility. You can't just fill up the entire day with everything that you need to do. You need to have breaks factored in, but you also need to have like flexibility slots, so that, you know, if things start overrunning, especially meetings, you can then like go into that space. On the flip side, you might find that meetings get cancelled, or you do something extra quickly, so you can then actually move things around. It's not to be set in stone. It's to be something that you work on throughout the day. And so to work on this, I am going to no meeting Wednesday. Okay. You're now going to see my new share screen setup. How is this? Does this work? I think this works all right. Cool. And I've still got everyone's chats and that here, which is really, really good. Okay, so time stamping. I put time stamping probably because I was talking about time stamping when I did it. I worked with lawyers for several years, and some of them were very good at measuring their time in 6-minute segments. 6 minutes, that's interesting. Okay, so what I want to do for the beginning of this exercise, everyone, is let's just play a game. For the next 60 seconds, starting from now, I want you to type in the chat just tasks. Give me tasks. What would my day be if I had loads of tasks? It could be housework. It could be meetings. It could be work tasks. Just put in the chat tasks, and I'm just going to start writing them down here. Let's go. I mean, I know you're on a bit of a lag now. 6 minutes is 2 hours. Take out trash. All right, here we go. I'm just going to... We've got take out trash, cook lunch. Okay, let's get some actual projects. Hosting a video. Okay. Cool electrician. Here we go. Workout. Laundry. Okay, we got housework. Sleeping. I like sleeping. Running. Okay. Closed captions. Subtitles. Shave alpaca. All right. Okay, let's leave that, right? So this is all my tasks for the day, okay? It's going to be quite a busy day. Okay, there's quite a lot there. Let me just and let me change this to edit video and send off package. Okay. God, we got loads. Oh, emails. Emails is a great one. A meeting with the Pope. Let's do that, yeah. Okay, everyone. So we got all these tasks, okay? We've got all these tasks. And the CEO and founder of the company I work for, Oz Alashe, has a brilliant philosophy when it comes to dealing with lots and lots of tasks. And this is what he tells us all, but I remember speaking to him about it specifically. And he said, on any given day, you might have 100 tasks you need to do. But 20 of those tasks are important and they have to be done. And they might be 20 tasks that are absolutely urgent. But the reality is, you can only do 5 of them. So there might be 20 where you've got people saying, I need you to do this, but you can only do 5. And so a part of work ethic, of having a good work ethic, is realizing, okay, what are those 5 tasks? What are those 5 plates I'm going to spin today and keep an eye on and finish spinning? The other things I have to let go of. Now, if I get those 5 things done quickly, then I can make a move on another. But paralysis of choice can hit in if you're constantly looking at the 20 and go, how am I going to do this? Because the next day, you're going to have another 100 things. You're going to have another 20 and another 5. You're never going to get everything done, especially in this day and age where we're incredibly productive online. And so you just got to think about what are the 5 things you want to work on. So, that is something that I thought I'd just start with. Right, I have this template that I've made. I have it on my notes. And let's just say it's 9 till 5, okay? Actually, I'll do 9 till 6. Okay, so what I would do is, on my notepad, I would do this. And I do it in 15-minute segments, okay? And I have these tasks, and you know what? I'm going to put them to the side. I've still got them, but I'm just going to put them on a separate notepad for this. And here we go. Right. So this might make you laugh because some people go, doesn't time blocking, take a long time? I can do it in 15 minutes. And do you know what I do at the start of my day? Caps to the start of each line. Yeah, I know. I will fix that. At the start of my day, I put blocking there. And that gives me a buffer right at the start. I might start work early and do it from 8 a.m. But I do just at the start of my day, I say, right, the first 15 minutes is blocking. Now, let's just say that I've got a team catch-up. if it's a meeting, and I'm just telling you what I do, okay? So, different people do this in different ways. I'm just explaining what works because there are many ways of doing time blocking. This is just what works for me. When I have a meeting, I put it in capitals and I will put team kickoff meeting. Okay, so at the start of the day, 15 minutes. And then I will start populating this. So I'm looking at all the things. Right, cook lunch. Okay, that is time specific. So I've got to think, if I've got a 1 hour lunch break, I think, where do I want to block it out today? So I'm going to go, right, I'm doing it from 12:30. And here I will put cook lunch. And I'll put, eat or cook and eat. And then lunch, go for a walk. If I'm going to go for a walk as well. So that's it. That's my hour blocked off. Yeah. Did you say 8 a.m.? Well, it's actually through till 6 p.m. because that's the last 15 minutes. Yeah. And I just give myself a buffer. So, yeah. Cool. Right. So, I've put that. Lunch is gone. Working out. Well, working out, I'm going to say that includes with the walk. I don't need to worry about it for my day. Yeah, I went for a walk. It is very important. I went for a walk earlier. And I hadn't been out my house for a walk for many days, which was much needed. Right. I've got to write a presentation. So here I'm looking at, right, at the start of the day, I'm probably going to get a lot of incoming fire from colleagues that I work with requests and stuff. So during this beginning bit, I actually, and I'm just adding some stuff to what everyone else has put anyway, I would actually say I'm going to do social posts creation and then social posts schedule. So that's something that I can do at the start of the day and then it's done and it's happening. Yeah. But then I look at things like emails, like clearing out your emails. I used to think at the start of the day you clear out your emails, but I actually read a really interesting article about a year ago that said starting the day with emails is one of the worst ideas you can ever do. Because if you're responding to people at the start of the day, it makes them, first of all, feel like you're available and they will respond straight away. And you will now be in this back and forth engagement. Obviously, you don't have to respond straight away next time. But the moment you start firing off emails, you're now going to encourage incoming fire. The second reason they mention it is because emails, and by the way, if you're working in service industries and stuff like that, maybe you do have to deal with emails. If you're dealing with customers, absolutely. I'm just talking about in my own experience. They also say dealing with emails at the start of the day is like a drain emotionally because it's an incredibly boring task. You should be spending the start of your day doing the most creative things when you're most engaged. And so I would say for this, yes, I might at the beginning, while blocking, just check and see if there are any urgent emails. But I would say clearing out emails is an end of the day task. So clear out email inbox. And I'm like, could I do it in 15 minutes? Well, do you know what? Let me do it in half an hour. And if I buy myself some time, then that's great. Yeah. Because blocking is not about being as efficient as you can with these 15-minute blocks. It's just making sure that when you get a task, you can look at the next one and go, right, we're now doing this. Okay, right, I need to write a presentation and I also need to film a video. I would argue that writing a presentation is something that should be done early on because that's a creative process where you need to be really engaged. And so presentation, I would say write. And when it comes to making a presentation, one of the best things you can do is just vomit onto each page what each slide needs to be. Doesn't have to look good, just like put a sentence of what is it and then a paragraph or bullet points and just get it all on the page. You could do that in 15 minutes. And by blocking it out, by blocking things out into 15 minutes, instead of seeing a presentation, like this could be a 45-minute task, right? Instead of having a 45-minute task, you're now doing it in 15 minutes. You're like, okay, in that 15 minutes, I just need to get all these pages done. Doesn't mean I can't add to it later, but it makes you really run at it, and I find that that's really helpful. So presentation, bullet point notes. I'd go then presentation, expand notes, and then I would say start designing, because you're not going to get it all done then. And then here, do you know what? I'm going to have a break. Now, you might have breaks in between each of these segments if you get a chance, like having a quick walk around, or you know, you might just get yourself a cup of tea. But having like 15-minute breaks when you can, and this, as someone who works from home, this is what I do. Let's just have a look here. The dispiriting thing about email is how it can be endless. So much can be sent by so many people from all over the place. Absolutely. We do the sort of like down to zero rule. Like, your email should be at 0, and it's really hard to get to. But if you can do it, it can be great. And at our work, we use Slack. So actually, the only time I use email is for external conversation. So that can be good. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I need to shave my alpaca. Now, my alpaca is a bit sleepy early in the day, and I would say like in the afternoon. It's also meant to be a bit sunnier. So, you know what? I've got these new shears as well, and the alpaca can do it in half an hour. Yeah, you know, can do it really, really quick. Really, really quick. So we'll shave the alpaca there. Okay. I need to call an electrician. Now, when I have errands and I'm like, calling an electrician's not going to take 15 minutes. You know what? I could actually put that into here. Call electrician, and do you know what? And laundry. I could put that there, so it's going right into it. Or actually, if I want to do it on a break a bit later, do you know what? Could do it there. I've got to send off a package. Well, you know what? Send off package there, because I'm actually going to on my walk do that as well. Right, I've got to film a video. Now, this is a great example. I had to do it today. I was meant to be filming it at 10 a.m. But I got pushed back by all this incoming fire. So initially, I had it at like 10 a.m. And you know what? I then had to push it up. So you know what? We'll just put it here for the minute. Filming a video is going to take an hour. And then edit a video. And here, there's no break, because it's like there's going to be a big change. Going outside, shaving the alpaca. Yeah, it's a bit of fun. Get to spend time with my buddy. Al, the alpaca, his name is. Oh, yeah, I've got a meeting with the Pope, which is at 4:30. And then it's going to be a Zoom call, because that's what the Pope uses. It's only 15 minutes. Prep meeting. Couple more things. Now, at this point, I'm like, I still need to do more presentation stuff. So at the end of the day, with a fresh mind, I might say, you know what? Continue design. And I might just do it here. And then I might do emails again at the end of the day. And what's great about emails is you can actually schedule emails on Gmail. So you don't want it to land at people's inbox at the end of the day. You can schedule it for the following day. Closed captions and subtitles we also need to do for a live show. So, do you know what? All right, this is a great example. It's going to take half an hour. Okay, there's half an hour there. But let's just say here. Come back to that in a minute. And then I've got to take out the trash. And what else we got? Let's just do another task here. Let's just say, okay, well, this is it, right? I would call it a buffer. And buffer is for replacements, right? Hey, Melanie. Good to see you here. We're just talking about time blocking. So here is the day. Now, that looks like a really full-on day, right? But then what I would do is on my notes, you can actually then make them tick boxes. So when you tick it, it then goes to the bottom of the list. That can be really good. But you can just delete it. So let's just say now the team meeting. Let's say the team meeting didn't finish at 9:30, but instead it went on until 22. Yeah? It went on till 22. So at this point, I'm like, well, I'm going to create here. But now where am I going to schedule it? Now, I might be able to do it within that time. But do I really want to knock everything forward? Now, the answer could be yes. I would say if they don't need to be scheduled for today, let's do that. And then either in the break or in this buffer, you put it here. For scheduling. Let's say filming the video. And you know, having the double buffer is good because let's say the filming the video actually, it took a little bit longer. You can push it here. Let's say at lunchtime, around here, I'm like, you know what? Got that done early. It's fine. And I'm feeling engaged. Don't waste that energy. I can get straight back into it. So I could edit the video. And then instead I could just say, you know what? And then I get done a bit earlier. Have a break there before I go shaving the alpaca. And this is how I do my day. Now, I'm just curious to know from everyone, is this a strategy you could see yourself doing? And if so, how would you structure it? Would you do it in half an hour blocks? A lot of people do it on their Google Calendar. I personally don't. I rather have this because this just gives me a lot more flexibility. With a calendar, yeah, you can drag things around, but I'm also like, you got to fill out each field. I'd rather just type it out quickly at the start of the day. I've noticed time blocking does two things for you. Firstly, it keeps you moving forward and prevents you from falling into rabbit holes along the way. I don't time block like this, but I do try to do those two things. That's a really excellent point, really. The driving force forward is the thing that I've really noticed by doing it, because normally I would just have a to-do list and I go, I've got meetings here and then I've got all this space to do work. But then you're like, okay, at each point it's like, now what do I do? Okay, that is a priority, so I should work on that next. Instead, just put it on there, because by doing it, you get a sense of priorities, and this does evolve during the day. Now, I sometimes get to the end of my day and I've got like, do you know what? Sometimes I could have all of this. Okay, except meetings. Meetings happen. But let's just say I've got, let's say I get to the end of the day and I have like stuff. Actually, no, let's do it with this. Let's just say I have all of that, like with maybe a couple of these gone. So then what I do is the next day, the next morning, I go down. I list task 1, task 2, what are my top tasks for the day? And by the way, during this day, if there are things that I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do it now, I will type it at the bottom. And then I will paste it here, what the tasks are. And then do you know what I do the next day? I literally go, okay, I get the template and I put it here. And then I put all of this into this here first. And then I look at the previous day and I cut stuff across and I put it there and I start again. And this is exactly how I work. Now, some days it doesn't work at all. But yeah, that is effectively how it works. So just going back to your comments, a lot of comments here, which are really, really good. I also have much bigger 1 to 2 hour blocks. I do like how you have the hours separated from each other. Yeah, I mean, look, different things work for different people, and I think depending on the tasks, but fitting it into 15-minute blocks, it's great because, firstly, 15 minutes is a good break time. Secondly, it just means that you've got that forward sense of momentum within an hour. If you're doing a task you really don't want to do, you just got to do 15 minutes. And actually, having just 5 minutes is good as well, but I just find that is way too there's going to be too much swapping around on this kind of system. I'd find that way too much. Karina says, the elephant in the room, important to be organised. If you do have a very chaotic work environment and leaders don't promote this, it is very difficult to maintain. Needs to be championed from above too. Absolutely. And as I mentioned with Oz and what he'd said about you've only got so many things you can do in a day. My boss also has a really good ethos where if something gets missed, he goes, Myles, no one's going to die. We just move on. And that doesn't mean get lazy and complacent, but having that reassurance is really great. But yeah, work culture is a really, really important thing. Really important point. Callie says, the 7 habits of highly effective people quadrant management is good. That's the quadrants, isn't it? Yes. The quadrant management. Do you know what? Let's find it now. Here it is. So yeah, you have important. Oh, I'm not even showing you on screen. You have important, not important, urgent, and not urgent, and that's how you put it. And there's no reason why you can't also do that with the time blocking. So is it urgent and important? Then you got to do them. That's what you do. Then you move on to the not urgent but important. If it's not important but it is urgent, then you go on to that. And if it's not urgent and it's not important, then you just put it onto another day. But I always store these things, because if you're like, it's not important and not urgent, but I don't want to forget it, just put it in a notepad. Just put it in a notepad so it is saved. That can be really, really helpful. If you can get the majority of your day done, that's been a good day. That's what I mean. Even like if you get through your day and you're like, I've done 70% of it, then that's amazing. It's way more than what you'd be, I'm surprised how much more effective I am. It does mean I am more aware of the stuff I'm not getting done, but you just have to learn to be content with that. And again, as Karina says, that comes from, I love this. Hi folks, sorry I'm late. But I had time blocked off to watch the footy. No worries at all. It's good to see you here. So yeah, that is time management. That is my life hack. Give it a go one day this week. Obviously, it depends on where you work. Or maybe do it on a weekend. If on a Saturday you've got loads of housework to do, I do it on that as well. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do laundry here. You know what? I'm then going to go for a walk here, or I'm going to do some gaming here. And if you find that, I've been gaming a bit longer than I should have, doesn't matter. Then push everything forward 15 minutes. And you're like, so what? You're still moving forward, and I think it can be really, really great. I guess I can try it seeing as I'm moving back up to college this Friday. Okay. Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all. Different things work for different people. But give it a go and see how you get on. All right? Cool. Well, that is it for the main topic of today. We have time for 2 more things. You know what they are, right? We're going to play the word game. But first, do you want to have a look at Luria reviewing this live show on Friday? I was saying it was 2 weeks ago. It was last Friday. Melanie says, and by the way, I've got this whole broadcast system completely rearranged today, and it's working well, which I'm really, really glad for. I try and do time management, but jobs in America don't have a particularly set schedule, so it differs by the week. That's fair enough. And that's it. Use Google Calendar, okay, but appointments get deleted for some reason. I'm trying to fix that glitch. Oh, that is annoying. Binding of Isaac. Oh, man, I've played that. My only real time I have blocked is... Okay. Man, I'd love to play piano. Roll that beautiful footage. And yeah, finishing on schedule. I mean, we're going to run a bit over because we've still got 5 minutes to go with this thing. But Right. Okay. We're gonna go to this now. So, Luria from Live Streaming Pros. Definitely check her out. Do you know what I mean? Or what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna show you her YouTube channel, which is here. Live Streaming Pros. And Callie she works with. So you have awesome. A boring one. This is their channel, and this was the show that she did where she reviewed.
Well, hello.
She reviewed, and we're not actually going to watch it on here. I will put the link in the chat. But yeah, she's great. And actually, I've got a cool bit of trivia with Luria, but I will get to that after the video clip. So, yeah. Let's check this out. I know, the eyes are here. I haven't watched this. I saw clips of it on the train, but I haven't watched this. So she could be brutal, and I could be about to have my heart broken, and I might start crying, being told that this live show's a piece of shit. She's not like that.
We've got...
Let me put my sound on, and you know what? Let me put myself on camera. Where am I going to put myself? I will keep myself here. Hello, everyone. Yeah, live crying. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Timestamp. Great. Yeah, let's just go with this.
Myles. So Myles Dyer. And we're gonna go into his.
Can I just say, I've said this for over a decade. I absolutely love the American accent, but Myles Dyer, the Y, just makes me love the American accent more. I love it hearing Americans say my name, Myles Dyer. That's not an impression. That's just a generic American accent. But Myles Dyer, because it's the vowel sounds that are much more wider in the American accent. I fucking love it. Absolutely love it. And look at her studio setup. I love it. I'm reviewing her studio setup now. It is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So yeah. Hey Johnny, good to see you there. It was very enthusiastic. Yeah.
So
here we go. Look.
So Myles Dyer has been doing this. I don't know if he made this one or if this is one from our store. I think he.
Okay, I've got to stop there. So this is about the show starts in countdown. This was completely taken from what... This was kind of the style that she used to do her show with, and I thought it was amazing. And yeah, you could buy through their website these presets. And it was at a time where I was completely broke, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and design one myself. And I did it via Canva. Not as good as hers, and especially... definitely not as good as the ones that she designs now. She's got some really, really fantastic ones. Yeah, inspired by her, and I'm glad she liked it, but they're not as good as the ones that she uses. But she did the whole countdown idea, and I love that, because you normally can just say, show starts at, 9 o'clock, and people are just waiting around, and then it starts. Whereas having this, it just gives a pre-party, And some people would start on the hour and then have a 10-minute countdown. No, I'd rather start it 10 minutes early. What I am curious to know, though, is if it hurts the algorithm. Would it be better if I set and said the live show starts at 10 to the hour, because that's technically when I go live, and then we start at 9? Whereas I say, no, it starts on the hour, but then I start 10 minutes early. Does YouTube go, oh, you're never starting when you say you will? I don't know. Irish is your favourite accent. I just love accents. Pre-party, really cool idea. Really, really cool idea.
Made this one. It looks good. The countdown timer looks good.
And you'll notice that how I was doing screen share is inspired by the way she does it. And it's based on the bit I did here on the train of when she was doing it.
Next up, we comments kind of overlapping on this style of countdown timer, and it even bugs me when I do it. But there's also it's not designed to accommodate for that, so it's kind of fine, you know what I mean? It doesn't look bad when you do that. So let's get out of the countdown timer and go to just you.
I'm so sorry. It cut me out. No audio. That's cool. I was just saying that it kept starting at the beginning. I fixed that. Thanks for letting me know. I love it now because I fixed the audio, but there's a bit of a bit of delay. But I was just saying that she allows you to submit. She reviews these before she does the show. Obviously, she wants to check and make sure it's appropriate. But in the form, you talk about what equipment you've got, what you wanting to improve. And what I also like that she does is, she asks about segments. So I sort of say, look, there is music here that you don't have the rights to. So I say the star has music that I have the license for, but she won't for playing it on her show. And the words on stream that we play music in the background as well. But yeah, I kept forgetting to submit every week, and then I finally did it, and then she did it on Friday's show when I wasn't about, and I felt so bad because I wanted to be chatting with her in real time. So yeah, sorry guys, really, really sorry about that. But thanks for being my producers.
Face to camera. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look.
Already a huge improvement on lighting from then, I think. But I could be wrong.
Hopefully you're okay with the screenshot. I just want to see, because you have a lot of space and wall space that's not being utilized.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to start filling it up. I've got things I want to fill it up with, so I'm excited to hear what she has to say. One of the things is this wall here, I want to put a poster. Because the door opens, I can't really put like a plant there or anything, but I want to put some posters there. Also, you can see the little door stop there, which is a bit annoying. Also, that is a cupboard, and the other side of it is my bedroom. And what I kind of want to do is get rid of that door, and then make the cupboard just extra space in my bedroom, just so it's a flat wall, because then I can do lots of cool stuff on it. And then there's sort of flat space. There's lots of space here that I still need to fill up with other stuff. So I could have like a plant here or something. I don't know. There's more things that I could do. If I send you something for your wall, would you use it? Oh, man. I used to have that wall on my YouTube videos. Remember, in the backgrounds with stuff. The only reason I'm not going to say yes is because I've got some ideas for this background, because it's also work related. I'm going to be doing some disc plates, which are the metal prints, and it's going to be branded so I can replace it for work. But and also I need a PO box set up again. Oh yeah, Mark's poster. But Melanie, I appreciate the offer, and maybe I should start a PO box up again one day. Isn't the door stopper on the wrong side? No, because the door's here. I'm not going to do it now, but there's a door here that goes outside. That's the cupboard door. Yeah. Right, now when I go back to the video, is it going to mute me again? Also, it should continue from where she left off.
I think that you could add some stuff in the background here, and also maybe extend this a little bit. An option, that's not a lot of space on this.
I can't extend this because this is actually a really heavy filing cabinet that I'm using. But I do also agree, maybe I do replace it and get, when I have some savings, I get a new cabinet or something, and then have it come all the way along and have something a bit more interesting. So yeah, great points, Luria. Luria, you're really good with your advice. You should do this professionally. You should do this as a business.
To extend what you've got going on. So what about shifting so that this is the edge of the frame, and then you have more space over.
Absolutely love that idea. Camera positioning is something that I'm looking forward to sorting out. I have a coach on this course that I've joined, and one of the things is camera positioning, because I actually read on the other day from someone I once connected with. He did an amazing thread on Twitter, and he says that when it comes to your camera, you don't want your camera looking down at you, because it actually psychologically makes your audience look down at you. And although you're not judgmental people, subconsciously, it makes you look less, I don't know. It just changes the dynamics, whereas you want the camera to be head on. However, the camera is literally resting on the top of my Mac screen. So yeah, that's something that I need to work out. Do I have the camera just to the side of my Mac? Do I get rid of this this table that lifts my Mac screen up a bit? But I have the Mac screen, so it's exactly eye level with me. Lots. Oh, Myles, we are. I love it. Oh, Myles, doesn't matter what the camera's doing. We're always looking down on you, buddy.
Over here that you could design out as well. So I'm going to assume that there's no other.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I love it.
That there's no other placement for your chair in terms of having the door in the background.
Yeah, that's the thing. That door is not the door to leave the room, and I totally agree with the placement. I'm on a standing desk, and like I am using all the space here. So having this at an angle, I could definitely change it, but that door's always going to be there unless I remove the door and get it filled in. But that's going to be a hell of a task, right?
If you might think, I don't know what's on the other side of this wall, but you might consider just shifting that over entirely and like having that other stuff on that wall where the frame is ending where the door begins, type of thing.
Now, is she saying that it's on this side just because if so, that's where the door is, so I can't use that side? I don't know.
So that's a possibility, but again, I don't know what's back there, so that may not even be possible. So if this is the frame that you've got to work with, I would fill in. I would shift it a little bit if possible so that this is the edge of the frame, and then have a little bit of...
I love it. I love it that it's about COVID. It's like such a... Because she's not got sound on it, I hope she knows I wasn't just there, like, sitting there and positive. Although I was home alone.
Like what we're watching here. And then, like, put something on the wall back there. I do like the accent lights in the background. The top shelf
is dark. I'm just guessing what she's going to say. Yeah, absolutely. Jodie, oi, oi, Savaloy. That's absolutely hilarious. I don't know if Jodie's still in the chat, but that's absolutely hilarious. Jodie's now appeared on 2 live streams. Well, like all of you. Yeah, it is cut off now. So again, that could change with the angle. Because at the moment it's looking down at me. If it was level, that would be in shot. So that's something I could look at. So you're facing the door. Like literally this desk is the width of the room. It's such a tiny room. But yeah, I don't know.
Like you've got so much light going on down here, which is great. The top shelf feels like it's been abandoned.
It has been abandoned because I bought the shelf and then I never thought about what to do with it. Because actually, I didn't know where to put the lights. I didn't know, because if I put them underneath it, that's fine. But if I put it on top, what's the best way of lighting it up? I don't know. That's something I need to look into, but it's definitely something I want to look at.
Bit. So if you could add some accent lights up there, that would help. And then it looks like you have something really cool back here, some kind of light back there that would be really cool to maybe accent.
Yeah, I have a light that is shining against that wall, but it's very minimal. And again, I think if it was in shot, it would probably work a bit better. I love it that, yeah, I know, there you go. There I am.
Or highlight if it's what I think it is. And so, you know, that maybe you bring that out, right, from behind your head and highlight that a little bit more.
My positioning
Those would
is
be
improved.
some thoughts
Great
there.
point.
And by the way, you guys chime in too.
No,
let us know
no one else chime in.
what
Don't
you
wanna hear
think
from me.
Myles should do in the comments.
Don't care.
Let's see.
Only what Luria says.
So this is like a screen share overlay that you're kind of going through. Because of the screen that you're sharing, it feels very, very overwhelming to my brain. It
is very overwhelming because schemata theory are ending. It's very overwhelming to all of us, so I can totally understand why you feel that way. It's very sad for everyone.
But that's the case of Twitter and all of the extra stuff going on. You could fix that with like a frame like this where
Which is what I've done. Is she going to tell me to go and buy one from her site?
you're in a frame and then everything else is kind of separated. That would be an option to lessen maybe the noise.
And by the way, that's not a knock. She runs a business, and it's amazing. And I'm supporting the business. But no, I did make mine.
Because then you could zoom into just what you want to show. Oh, the other thing is,
Yeah, that is true. And that is what I've done today as well. It worked. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I feel like you're looking really, I think that we could maybe make some adjustments, maybe lower the camera slightly.
Yeah, agreed. So this is what I need to work out. Oh, man, I'm literally going to take a picture of my desk and show it to my first coach that I work with and get their tips on it.
You're looking up for sure. I would love to see you look more straight on, even if it's a slight angle up. But
I feel like the angle I've got today, it doesn't feel like I'm looking up, does it? Or does it? Because I know when I'm looking at the screen, I don't know. Actually, I think the angle might be a bit better. I think it could be improved. I really want to tinker with the camera now, but that's probably not going to be a good time to do it.
But I think that, and you're not looking at the camera at this point.
Yeah, that's a
Come
big
on, Larry.
problem.
Ooh, where's food? Ooh, that looks good. Can I have some of that? What is this?
That looks fatal.
good.
Chris, you're on it.
Okay, so when you're looking at the camera, maybe just a slight change in terms of the camera angle. The curved square was cute for sure. I just thought it was maybe a little like the screen share itself. But when you're doing other screen shares, in this case, like this actually is less harsh to my eyes because
what's
of
that
what you're
game we're gonna play?
sharing. So I guess that's just
Level
a
19
consideration
is the
of
record.
what else is going on that screen. But this looks cute.
It is cute. It's a cute game.
Yeah, those
Yeah, I love that. That looks fatal. Yeah, I know. It's so good.
would be my thoughts for you, Myles. And
look at that, Kiro. Is Kiro still here? Look at that. You get the £25 super chat. Oh, man.
on. Go back to.
Oh, shit. She's got COVID. I gave her COVID. Fuck.
Those would be my thoughts. If you want a studio review, studio reaction, then you can fill out the form. I don't take new ones live because I like to pre-look at them just to make sure I'm not.
Luria is amazing, though.
On a live stream
Definitely check
that's
her out.
inappropriate.
Send her love on Instagram or Twitter. She's absolutely great. And actually, a bit of trivia about Luria. So the last time I was getting ready to film no, that is true. Hasn't caught any of Mark's gifting sprees. There are plenty of people that are gifting in their room though. Oh, that'd be cute. That'd be cute. That'd be very cute. And yeah, Luria is amazing. But yeah, so the last time I was recording an episode of the Quest for Global Empathy, she was the guest, and she came onto the live stream that we were going to record, and she had an emergency come up, so she had to go and deal with it, and she was incredibly apologetic, and I was like, look, emergencies, whatever they are, always comes first. This podcast can wait. 2 hours later, I then became really ill. And that was when I became really ill in November and didn't recover until March of next year. I then started my new job, which takes us to now. And so that is like, an interesting thing. So Luria is definitely going to come back at some point. And actually, I'm going to try and get her on this show. It'd be great to get her on this show at some point. That's something I'm building a list of at the moment, is what are the guests that I would love to have on this show and who are the guests that I want to have on the podcast. Now, for a lot of them, it's both. Luria, I'd love to have a 2-hour conversation with her. But starting with a shorter one first, that would be really, really great as well. Look at that. Mark, you're too kind, dude. And Vargasoft. I mispronounced that there. There you go. Right, with that said, everybody, it has been a long episode, but I feel we've got through a lot, and this had good pacing. I felt this had a really good structure to it. So thank you, everyone. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Mark, the most generous person. Absolutely ridiculous, Mark. Absolutely ridiculous. I love you. I need to get you a Stick Aid shirt sent to you. Right, it's now time for that game. That game. Let me just set it up. Yeah, vitamin G. Lots of vitamin G. Right, here we go. What's the record at? The record is still at level 19. So what's interesting about this new screen share format that I have is it's depending on where I've got it on my screen. So I've now had to swap everything. So I have it on the left. Hopefully everything's going to be visible. If not, I'll have to fix it on the fly. But we will give it a go and see how it is. Yes, it is time for the word game. Word game. So let's get some music. And let's do this. And I appreciate that. I mean, I said I wanted to do more, actual topics, and that's something I'm going to be focusing on. Almost better than 20 questions. Wow. Wow, nice. Let's go, everyone. Okay, it's not all in, so let me see if I can fix it. Oh, maybe. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to be testing this because... Is that going to help? That might help a little bit. Right, I'm going to have to do it like that. Yeah. All right, guys. Bit of a gap, but at least it's all in shot, right? I'll have to work on that for future shows. I'll have to have a special... I'm going to save this format and then get a special box made for this section of the show. Still not getting the QR code. What is the QR code for? How about now? Can you still see that okay, everyone, yeah? I know it's a bit small. Or do you know what we should do actually? Sorry guys, 1 second. This is what I'm after. Okay, I've got it now. So here we go. This will make it better. We'll make it full screen for everyone. This is so difficult to do. There we go. There we go. We got there in the end. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll work out for future. And then I can actually... Let's do a Squircle. Okay. Right, we're good. We're good. We're good now. Thank you for your patience, everyone. It was going so well, the show, and then at the end, it just wasn't working. So, yeah. Oh, ass. God, there's a lot we can do here. Lots of plurals, even if it's got an S in it. Ah. Oh, no, I thought I could do artist. Thanks all game cats who've come in to help save the day. Trying to put your face in as well. Oh, man. I'm going to put on the song that I just absolutely love. I love this song. This makes me feel so happy. Oh, man, this is difficult. I was going to say, can you do both spellings? You can. Interesting. Yeah, look, you can do both spellings. You are. That's a okay. That's a good one to remember. Wow, we are doing good here. Look difficult. So we got another one. We got a 4-letter beginning with V. Oval. Nice one. Right. 4-letter beginning with F. Or an A. Really great, everyone. We're riding on a pink cloud. Let's keep going. Right, there's a fake letter. Oh, this could be awful. Okay, meat. I think E is the fake letter. Don't use E. Oh, beat me just to that, Jordan. Nice. One more, beginning with T or W. Tram, well done. I thought that was going to be a difficult one. Smashed it, team. Let's keep going. Let's go easy. It's shot. Okay, shot. It's not allowing. Demo. Okay. Oh, S is the fake letter. S. Oh, that's evil. That's so evil. Let's have a look. Another one beginning with D or H. H-E? H-E something? I don't know. Really good though, yet again, guys. Level 13. I'm not afraid. Right, hidden letter as well. Please let gravity be it. No, it wouldn't be. Okay, E is the hidden letter. And V. Okay, don't use V, use E. Yeah, okay, everyone can see it there now. info. Okay, something beginning with T. No, R. Or T. 5 letters. Not sure. But great, guys. Really good. I'm not going to give any more comments because when I do, that's when things fall down. Right. Oh, it's 5 letters. 5 letters or more. Riddle. Okay, D is the hidden letter. So there's 2 Ds. Oh man, we're struggling here. Idler, that's a great word. So griddle means the fake is H. Don't use H. Oh man, I'm baffled by this one. That was a horrible one. That was a horrible one. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Unlucky everyone, but you know what? Let's look at these scores. Mark smashed the 100 mark again. Great contributions from everyone. So well done, everyone. All points matter. So, yeah. It was really difficult. Great game, though, everyone. We'll try again next week. And we'll get there in the end. The army's growing week on week. But, hey, listen. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in today. It's been a very fruitful episode. Covered a lot. But now I must shoot. Gonna relax for a little bit before getting ready for bed, sleeping well, and then getting ready for what's going to be quite a chaotic day for me tomorrow work-wise. But I just want to end with a reminder that during this show, it takes place every Wednesday this time. So please do subscribe. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. And also, I will be on PSVR without parole this Friday. The episodes will appear in the playlist. It's always a really, really, really good time. So with that said, yes, smash the like button, you beautiful people. Audi are working on a car specifically for cowboys. It's called the Audi Partner. There we go. Got there in the end. Yeah, that was a really difficult round. So well done for everyone for that. going to rewind as awful on time management. Well, I really hope that you find it helpful, Shooty Hooty. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, PSVR Without Parole actually takes place in 20 minutes' time. So yeah. Am I going to be streaming the Last of Us remake? Yes, I will. I still haven't received it yet. It was supposed to arrive on launch day. Still haven't got it. So when I do, I will work out a way to connect my PlayStation 5. I guess I could just bring it up here and play it that way. Would I play it through my screen or through the broadcast system? I guess so. I haven't really thought about it. But yeah, it's something I am definitely keen to do. It might be just something I do through the PlayStation broadcast app, although that won't be quite as good. No, I'll work it out. I'll do a setup downstairs or something. Or, yeah, it'll have to be downstairs. So I'll work it out. But yeah, I'm reading no more of your jokes, Mark. I love you. But all right, one last one. I would like to congratulate our niece on passing her mouth organ A-level music exam. Well done, Harmonica. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in. You've been amazing, for all the super chats, for all the people that have become a member. Mark, you keep gifting. Thank you so much. It's lovely to see lots of people now with the bronze badge. It's nice to see a lot of you like graduating at the same time. You're going to be that first wave for sure. And yeah, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Please ring the bell so you're notified about all future live shows. And the conversation continues from here, because in the comment section, if you have any other tips on time management, let us know. The conversation continues. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, which will be, wow, Wednesday the 14th of September. We'll be there already. So, yeah, much love to you all. Be good to each other. Have a great week. And I might see you Friday. If not, adios. Till next time. Peace.
I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness
Hey everyone, I am still sat down. Didn't bother standing up this time. Quite relaxed actually. Just a huge thanks everyone for tuning in. Really been buzzing so much with this live show. I do feel like every week there are real big improvements in small areas, and it all builds up together. So yeah, I don't really have a lot to end on today. We covered a lot. It's good to have a topic. I've actually got a document on my computer now for all for planning future shows, so I can say, look, here are when the Q&As are going to be, and then I can work out like what topics and factor them in. And I've worked out that at the end of this year, it will be episode 75 on the 28th of December, which means we will hit episode 100, the 100th episode, on the 21st of June next year. 100 episodes. It's quite a way away. But what is also remarkable is we now have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We only have 15 episodes until Christmas. Yeah, think about that. So yeah, I've got a lot to plan at the weekend in terms of future shows. I want to start getting guests on and stuff like that. When is show 1000? Oh my goodness, in many more years, but who knows, we might get there one day. I'm enjoying this, and may the enjoyment continue. So yeah, much love to you all. Be good to each other, and I'll be active on Instagram as always. Plenty of me to be getting on with. So yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.